What is up, Critics? Welcome back to the series where I customize and review past DLC and OG vehicles I ever got the chance to, because I didn't start making car customization videos till about late 2015. As always, guys, let me know in the comments what car from late 2015 and older you want to see me customize next, and I'll display the most liked vehicle suggestion comment in the next customization video. So in today's video, we're going to be customizing the Bifta. So this car came out with the first ever GTA Online update in November of 2013, which was the Beach Bum update. This car can be purchased from the Summer San Andreas website for $75,000. However, for those of you who remember, for the first 6 months of that update, all the cars were free, including this one. So eventually, after those 6 months, they were no longer free. However, even though they do cost money now, they're no longer free. I don't think the prices are too terrible, especially considering the Bifta actually does have a good bit of customization. Now, the Bifta used to be called the BF Injection in previous GTA titles, and those were GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories as well. However, for GTA 5, they decided to go a different route with the BF Injection, which I guess kind of makes sense, but they really should have kept that name when they brought back that model. Instead of calling it Bifta, they probably should have called it maybe BF Injection Classic or something along those lines. But anyways, in terms of performance, the Bifta is in the off-roads class and is just below the pace of the Trophy Truck and the Desert Raid. It's a pretty quick car when fully upgraded, but obviously it's nowhere near the Vagrant, Camacho, or the dirt bikes which are raceable in the off-roads class, but it's still a fun car to drive overall. But anyways, in terms of what the Bifta is based on, it's primarily based on the Meyers Manx, which is a kit car Dune Buggy made using the chassis and engine of a Volkswagen Beetle, which I honestly think is pretty cool. And these have been very popular for decades because they're cheap to make and honestly they're really cool. But anyways, let's go ahead and check out the customization of the Bifta. Alright, Bifta. Okay, we got armor, brakes, chassis, racing harness. Okay, looks pretty cool, why not? Even though your character sits on it, but it's fine. Engine, exhaust, what do we got here? Or side exit, okay. The twin race, and then you have the twin bore. Oh my gosh, not uncommon for these to have the, the giant exhaust sticking out. Usually it's just one in the center. This one has the twin, which looks kind of cool. I guess we'll do it, why not? Adds to the craziness of this little buggy. Lights, do some xenons, because why not? It is a kit car after all, so, and they still offer it, so whoever buys this thing, they usually just put a bunch of modern parts here and there, like lighting and stuff like that. So that looks good. Plates, do a black background. And then, I don't know what to use for my plate. Probably my muddy plate. I mean, it is technically something you can go somewhat off-roading with, so muddy it is. Respray. So for this, I think nothing suits a chameleon color better than a Dune Buggy. I mean, those Dune Buggies usually have like these crazy kind of glittery flake paint jobs that are just insane to look at in the sun. So I think the chameleon works very well with this thing, and I'm thinking this color right here, the orange purple flip, I think it looks incredible on here. So that's what we're gonna do. In terms of the secondary, so the secondary is the stripe on the hood, the stripe on the back part, and then the entire chassis, which is pretty incredible. But I'm gonna go pretty simple with this. I think I'm just gonna go chrome, just a straight up chrome chassis. I think that looks awesome. It looks really cool. We could also go the metals route with the brushed black steel if you want to tone it down a bit, but I think the chrome looks really good, so we're gonna do that. Moving along to the roof, so you have a roof option, which also changes it up back here, the way the chassis is structured towards the roof area. Okay, and then the last option is the same one, just adds the stripe kind of continuing throughout the car. I don't know, I personally think it looks a lot cooler without the roof. I think the roof just makes it look a bit bulky. It just looks strange. It just doesn't look right to me. So I'm actually gonna have this without the roof. I think it looks a lot better. Skirts, this one's really cool. So it finishes off that side area, but looks really empty, and it kind of gives you like a more finished look. It looks really good. Now obviously if you want like the more off-road kind of rugged route, you probably don't want to choose this option, but I mean in general that just looks really cool. So we're doing that 100%. Spoiler upgrade, these do add traction. For those of you who want that little bit extra performance boost, it does add the traction. So you have the carbon wing, you have the primary, and then you have the chrome. I wish they would have had the primary with the chrome stripe going on top. That would have looked really cool. And the chrome just looks weird, so that's definitely too much chrome. I think I'm gonna go carbon, honestly. I mean, this car does have carbon. See the firewall there is carbon right up in front of your feet, so I guess it does have carbon in some areas. So yeah, we'll do the carbon. Transmission, we'll do race, turbo, just max all that out. Alright, so wheels. So for this one, I do want to kind of keep it with that sort of look of that era. So we're going to go here to the track category, is it? No, sorry, the street, where they did add in some of those wheels, these right here. So I think in the Cracker Custom or the Duke's Custom, and honestly, I'm probably leaning towards those. We have that deep dish effect. I think it looks really cool. So we'll do that, and then for wheel color, I want to do like a nice dark gray. So I think we'll do the stone silver on there. Perfect. Actually, maybe that's a bit too bright, I think. Maybe the black steel. No, that's too dark. Yeah, stone silver it is. That's fine. Okay, and that's all the options there. Not bad. I mean, this thing looks really cool. It's like a little toy. I love it. I think we have everything there. Yeah, so there's no windows on this car, obviously. So you don't have to worry about that. No doors. Just hop in and go. Alright, let's take it for a drive. I haven't driven the Bifta. I don't even own one anymore. And it's kind of sad. I really should have one in my garage. I really need a space for one. But with the Vagrant that came out, that kind of like replaced my Bifta. But I definitely do miss this thing. I mean, it's so cool. Look at that. It's really, really awesome. So first person, no gauges, obviously. We do have the, I guess that's a CB radio there, and really poor texture quality around it. This is an OG vehicle from one of the first ever GTA updates. But it doesn't look too bad. The engine model there, we'll kind of look at it a bit better when we go out, when we finish driving it and stuff. But alright, so give it some revs. See if that changes inside. Gets they didn't change that. It's just as loud from, and it's quieter inside when you're like an actual car. That's funny. Alright, let's floor it. Rear wheel drive, obviously. And when you fully upgrade this thing, it moves. Stock, it's kind of slow, but fully maxed out like this, it's actually fun to drive. It's been such a long time. I really miss driving this thing. Look at it. It picks up speed quick. Wow. Quartering, I don't remember if it was decent. Yeah, it seems pretty good. What a fun little car. 75K, I think it's well worth it. It has the customization, and if you fully upgrade it like this, it's quick. And the upgrades aren't crazy expensive, the performance upgrades especially, so a ton of fun. The brakes are pretty bad. I braked there pretty early, I think. Well, I mean, it was a bit late, but with race brakes purchased, I thought it would brake a lot better than that, but it didn't. It moves. Let's see if it double clutches or mid-drive speed boosts, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's see if it does it. There it goes. Not bad. Kind of messed it up there, but not bad. Fun little car. Really bouncy too. Bit twitchy. Let's see if I can try to get it a little off-road. This by any means. This is by no means good off-roading, but something. Wow, it's a, yeah. Jesus, it doesn't It's like if you're driving on the road, pretty much. That's pretty incredible. That's not bad. What a cool little car. I'm trying to think. I think it's been like, I want to say 3-4 years since I've driven Bifta. It's been a long time. It goes like nothing. No problem at all. No drama. Hooks and goes. I'm pretty impressed. Not bad. Good little car. I like it a lot. Alright, let's pull over here and look at it because there's no doors or anything to open, so this will just pull up right here. Somebody's random house. Let's see here. The engine model, you can kind of see it there. Yeah, that's pretty bad. You have a texture quality on most of this. At least they let you paint the chassis so it doesn't look awful. But I mean, you can see the floorboard there by the pedals. I mean, what is that? It's mounted with what? Some bricks? Like what? Some cement blocks? I mean, what is that? It's just awful. The CB radio texture quality is yikes. But I mean, the rest of it looks pretty good. I believe there's carbon on the side panel there. Yeah, there's carbon there, and then there's also carbon on the panel here. I guess you can call this a kick plate or something. It's, yeah, interesting. Not bad. Cool little car. I think it's 100% worth the money. I mean, if you can accept the fact that it has those little texture quality, I guess you can call them issues, sorta. For $75K, you really can't beat it. With upgrades and stuff, I'd say you're somewhere, probably without paint job and wheels, I'd say you're around 100K. Maybe a little bit more towards like 120, somewhere around there. And all in with upgrades, crazy paint jobs, you're well under $200,000 in this thing. And I think that's a great value for sure. When you consider how fun it is to drive, it has customization. Very cool car, and a little forgotten too. The Vagrant's kind of taken over the Bifta space in terms of, like, you know, that fast buggy. But this was like the OG, even though it was one of the first updates. And I didn't even realize it said Bifta on there. Wow, I didn't even bother to read it. It actually says Bifta on the harness itself. That's pretty cool. But yeah, very cool little car. Absolutely love it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to let me know down below in the comments what car from late 2015 and old do you want to see me customize next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.